Hey guys, I'm here doing some reviews on the Geek app, or well, I should say more so, products from the Geek app. Um, I'll be uploading a bunch of different ones, some openings maybe later on. I've already gotten a few things in, and I've already kind of checked them out and looked at them. Today I am doing one of the first few things that I got, and it's probably one of my favorite things so far. Um, it's really cool. It's actually just this little mini cam. Um, you see how small it is. It was really cheap on the app. It was something like around $30 with shipping and everything. It has a simple lens. You got your power button, and then your little OK light, and that turns it on and off. And then you got a couple selector switches there. You've got the mic, or not the microphone, but the speaker right there, so you can hear what you've recorded. And then on the other side, you've got an HDMI, micro HDMI port, a mini USB port, and then there is your SD card port. Now, like I said, I've already been using this, so I already have something recorded on this. I know what it's like. And I'm also going to take this and record a few other openings with this, just so you can see what it looks like, the kind of quality it is. I know that it says here on the front that it's 1080p. It is not quite 1080p. But on the other side of that, for $30, I am really not disappointed with what kind of quality this does have. I can turn it on here. A little red light comes on, and it comes in the back. Now you can see I'm recording right here, and there's my hand and whatnot. Now if I sit here and I press the on-off button again, now it goes into camera mode, and you can see that with a little camera on the top there. You can see down here there's the battery, and then there's the dates and stuff like that. Now all that's wrong. I gotta reset all that stuff. It's not set up. Right now it's set to a 5 megapixel picture, and that of course can be changed. You can then go to this, and this is recording that I did before. I think it was just some kind of blank whatever. And then you get into the menus. That's where the little up and down arrows come into play. So you can go up and down. Let's see, here we go. Here, resolution right off the bat. To select that, it actually says OK on your little start button there. You click on that. 1080p, 720p, and then VGA. Now, like I said, it's not really quite 1080p. This is more of a square looking, almost the same size as what this window is in terms of how it records. It doesn't have that nice wide angle view that like an actual 1080p movie or whatever would have. So I like to keep it on the higher one, just because I've been using this. Like I said, I've had it out for a little while, and I used it in my car, and I used it as a car cam. Had it on the dashboard, was trying to record and see what stuff looks like for when I was driving around for work, and see what I could see how well the clarity came out, and I can do things like read license plates and things like that, which if I were to use this as a dash cam, that would be pretty important. $30 for a dash cam that you can actually use for other things is really not bad at all. So anyhow, so we're okay with that. And like I said, there's a few other selections here, a few pages. Let's see, there's 3, 4. There we go, five screens roughly of different selections. So anyhow, that's the camera itself, and you just hold the button, turns it back off. That's the camera itself. Now what's cool is this camera came with a few little gizmos to dress it up. So you're not going to get just this when you order this one. Now mind you, there are a few different models of this on the Geek app. I ordered this one. I actually ordered another one that has some different attachments and stuff like that from what this one came with. That hasn't come in yet, so we'll find out what that looks like here later on. But here we'll start bringing in all these little extras that this came with. So here, first thing, this here, I'm sure this makes you think of something reminiscent of something you're a little more familiar with. I of course will not say the name. It's a brand name that's very popular, used for sports recordings and whatnot. But it uses the same kind of clips. It's actually almost the exact same kind of housing, I guess. You've got your clip here. It actually does come with double stick tape type stuff. What I did was I actually took it off and I got to put the new piece on there, but I went out and got some Velcro so that I could take, and I only have one of these, so I wanted to be able to take and put it in different areas. So I have a piece of Velcro actually on my windshield, and then the other piece, the other side of that piece of Velcro is going to be going on here once I get it glued down, and then I just stick it right up on my windshield, and there we go. And then I can take it off and I can stick it somewhere else that I want it to be stabilized. But that's only because really I only have one of these, and so sitting there pulling the clip in and out won't help me because I don't have anywhere else to put the clip. Has the little screw here so you can tighten it up and everything and change the adapter there. It unlocks, and on these ones, here's where the little bit of a difference is. It has this little slider switch where you can slide it over, and then you pop this end up and you flip it out, and there you go. So we'll take and drop that in there and put that lock down, and boom, boom, all locked, all nice and secure. And this is absolutely watertight. I actually, just to test it, I actually took it, I got a big bowl of water, and I filled it up. I took this whole thing with the camera in it. I decided to, I really wanted to test it and make sure the camera didn't get wet at all from this thing. With the camera in it, I put it in, submerged it in the bowl, left it in the sink. I had something sitting on top of it because it does want to float, because there is air in there. Of course, the camera's full of air, and then there's air pocket a little bit there because the camera doesn't fill the entire compartment up. And I left it there for an hour, and I opened it up. I dried off the outside. I cracked it open. It was dry as a bone. Same thing it was when I put it in there. So it worked out pretty well. Now you got another little attachment. This one's kind of cool. You take and you put your camera in here, face it out this way, and actually you can put this in two different directions, because you've got this little screw-on adapter. Little screw-on adapter will go in here, and you can have it either way. Your camera is going to sit in so that the top is here, of course, so that the light, and you can reach the buttons and everything like that, because of course this is going to block it. You can see your screen out the back. I'm guessing what these are, or maybe for some filters or something like that, so you can see it in a different light. I'm not really sure. I didn't get anything that kind of goes with that, so maybe later on we'll find something out that we can use with it. But along with this adapter, you've got your other little pieces. Here's another piece. You slide your adapter in there when you unscrew it, or you can take it, and if you want to take and go on your motorcycle or your bicycle, whichever, this clamps right onto your handlebars, any kind of round tube actually, and you can put this right in here. You just take your screw here and slide it in there and tighten it up, and so now you can ride with it on there. Then it also came with some of these Velcro straps that you can use to help strap things down, whatnot, and these clips here, which is really cool, that you can use to clip it to yourself or to something. I think I'm a little goofy as to how this goes on here, but there we go. So, and it can hold it on there, and it comes with a couple of those. Velcro ones, and so you can attach it to a lot of different things. And like I said, what I did was I actually went out and got some Velcro as well, and that could be a good suggestion for a way to secure this in areas where you can sit there and keep it and move it, and you can leave the Velcro strip there, so that you can have it in lots of different places. This was working really good for for me as like a dash cam. I have a couple of other things that I ordered. Actually, another dash cam that I have that is on order that you'll see in the future, I'm sure, and we'll see how that one works. But for now, this one's been the one that I've been using. One other thing I will say is, now as you can see, this is the normal right side up for the camera. Well, when I put it on, I don't put it on my dash, I actually put it on my windshield. So when I put it on my windshield, it gets turned over like this, you know, and it's attached to the windshield just like that. Now, of course, that then turns the picture upside down. The cool thing about this camera is there's actually an option on this, because of them knowing that you could have this in lots of different ways, set up in lots of different ways. There's an option, and it's on, I think, that last screen that I showed you, to flip the video. So you can take this and you can put it in, and when you're looking at the back, no matter which way the camera turns, the video stays the same way that you are. So the camera turns, but the video stays directly like this. Well, if the camera's upside down, it's recording the image upside down. But when you take and turn that other one on, it flips the image. So now the image looks upside down on the back of the screen, but when you go to look at it on your computer or whatever you decide to put this on, maybe you have a smart TV or something like that that you plug it into, you end up getting the image flipped around. So it is good for shooting upside down as well as right side up. And so anyhow, that's the review for this one. Like I said, I am pretty impressed with it, especially for $30. You know, there is the warning there. Like I said, it says 1080p. I tried kind of figuring out what the quality of it is. I am actually not really sure what the quality is because of the ratio on it and everything like that. So I can't really tell you. I can tell you that it is not that super high, that really high definition from the 1080p. But you know, honestly, for what it is and only paying $30 roughly for this thing, it's really a good deal. So anyhow, that's the review for this. You know, if you guys decide to get one of these, I hopefully that you guys like it. Like I said, pretty handy little camera. $30, does a nice job, does some good pictures, does the video. You're only limited by the size of the video card. I think on the site or on the app, when you look it up, I think it only says maybe like a 32 gig card. The card that's actually in here is 64 gigs, and it's working perfectly. So I think you can actually go higher, and it's not really going to hurt it or change any quality or anything like that. So that's it for this one. I will see you guys here in the future for some more reviews from the Geek app, and we'll see you guys next time.